as I bring the CEO of OpenTheBooks.com on, John Hart, bring him up, I want you folks to think about what we just said and what John's going to tell you. Your tax money, if you live in California, are going to pay for legal fees for an illegal from Ecuador or Pakistan or China that walked in for free, doesn't want to leave, and your money's paying for his damn lawyer. John, welcome back to the program. How's it going?
Dan, it's great to be on. I wish I had better news for you, but
did I get that right though in layman's terms? That's about what you uncovered, right?
That's right. That's you got it about accurate. So what's amazing is, look, in the state of California, they funded NGOs that are blocking deportation. They're blocking the enforcement of immigration laws, and they've received about $73.6 million over the past couple of years. Some of that money is federal, most of it's state money. But really, it's amazing to think about, because in a free society, people ought to be able to make the case for whatever laws they want and to argue these different positions. But once a law is in effect, to use taxpayer money to then violate the law, that's called criminal activity. That's criminal behavior. We get to argue again about what should be legal, but I think taxpayers are tired of the open borders. I call it counterfeit compassion, this idea that we're helping people. Our country is built on this idea of legal immigration.
Yes.
We oppose illegal immigration. It's very simple from a moral standpoint. And we wouldn't have a country without legal immigration.
Right.
So
well, John, everybody opposed it until Donald Trump came along. John, everybody opposed it till Donald Trump said we have to kick out the illegals. Then people went, oh, wait a minute, because everybody was on board with it on both sides for decades. Sorry, go ahead.
No, and think about, Reagan had this beautiful image of the shining city on a hill. And he said that city, it had doors for people who want to come here illegally, but also had walls to keep people out. Yeah. And that is not a hard concept to balance. And regular taxpayers all over the country understand the distinction. But in the state of California, they feel like they have this right to use taxpayer funds to support illegal behavior. So let me just explain some of the groups that got money. So we have something called the Coalition for Humane Immigration Rights, received $35.2 million. And that included activities like, again, sending out alerts to block deportations. And when I'm talking about deportations of people that shouldn't be here, that are here illegally.
Right.
And they received money from the Department of Homeland Security that the Trump administration then, fortunately canceled. That was a $450,000 grant. There's groups like the Immigrant Legal Resources Center, received $29.8 million to give, quote, free legal advice and representation to people who were here illegally. Again, I'm very pro legal immigration, but why are we spending taxpayer public money to support illegal activity? It's
not only to support getting them here, then to support keeping them here. Folks, you paid to bring them in, you're paying to keep them here. You should be praising President Trump for trying to save you money and to try and secure the border and secure your neighborhood. John Hart, as always, thank you. Check out what they do over at OpenTheBooks.com. They're trying to track our money for us. God bless you, John. Take care.